Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. Here we're exploring the crystal black onyx. The word onyx comes from the Greek word onyx, which means fingernail. The Greeks and the Romans had beautiful stories on how many of the different crystals came to be, and onyx is no exception. Eros, also known as Cupid by the Romans, the cheeky winged god of love, one day decided to cut off the fingernails of Venus, or Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and scatter them around the earth. Now the Fates didn't want to lose any part of this beautiful goddess, and so they turned her fingernails into stone, and that stone was the onyx. Interestingly enough, black onyx can actually be used to help cure or mend brittle or weak fingernails. Metaphysically, what can be the cause of this brittle nails can be feeling unsafe, threatened, or insecure. So having black onyx around when this is an issue can be really helpful. Now, black onyx, being a black crystal, is one of the popular ones being used for protection. And there are lots of different crystals, black ones especially, that are renowned for protection. But when do you use which black crystal? For example, when do you use onyx, when do you use obsidian, and when do you use tourmaline? Well, onyx, because it took ages to develop in the ground in a slow, very yin energy, and like attracts like, I like to use onyx for protection from unknown dangers. Think about things like backstabbing, gossip, all those types of things that you might not suspect, even psychic attack. It's also a really helpful one to carry when you're walking at home at night by yourself, or even if you're at home and feeling unthreatened in the dark as well, because things that will happen could be unknown. It's also a valuable crystal for protecting nocturnal animals, so if you want to griddle around their habitats or make a grid to protect them during night, that's a really nice thing to do as well. Another place where black onyx can be really good for protection is in urban areas. So if you live in a city, or if you are visiting a city, then take an onyx or wear an onyx with you. Its energy will absorb all the negative energies around, and because there's so many in an urban setting, this can be really valuable. It'll absorb all the negative energies or harmful energies from other people, from radiation, and just the general kind of, I guess, from being in the concrete jungle, all the kind of energies that manifest from that as well. So black onyx is really good for that type of protection. As you work with onyx more and develop your relationship with it, you can start using it to enhance your personal magnetism. We live in a world these days which has a very yang or masculine dominant energy, where we're being encouraged to pursue whatever we want, to follow our dreams and go out and get it. But sometimes we can tip that scale too far and be out of balance. Think about, I'm sure there's been a time in your life when you've had a love interest that's really interested in you, you're not so much interested in them, and they keep on calling you and pursuing you and asking you for, dates and different things like that, and it gets overwhelming. Also ourselves, when we really want something and start pursuing it too much, it can be quite exhausting and we actually deplete our energy rather than stay balanced. Now, the best way to think about magnetism is to think about the spider. Now, whereas many other animals in the animal kingdom will go out and pursue their prey, think about all the, a lion or a tiger or any of the hunting predators. Now, there is another predator that doesn't use this kind of pursual, but uses magnetism. And this is a beautiful guide to work with onyx. Spider. So what does spider do? She spins her web, which is the perfection of her being. So she perfects herself and her surroundings. And then she just waits. She has patience, but she also has faith in herself that she deserves to get what she wants. And sure enough, in time the universe delivers her food, her prey, and exactly what she needs. So in the same way, onyx can help you to do the same. By just programming the crystal and asking it to draw what you need instead of having to pursue it, can be one really simple way to work with it. Or you can build a power grid. Now, how you do this is you write down exactly what you want. Be as specific as you can, focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want. Place that bit of paper on the ground and then place a black onyx on top with a white candle, surrounded by probably 8 clear quartz points, all pointing in on different directions. What this will do is these crystals will work together to start to draw what you want. Now, you can't just sit on the couch and wait. You actually have to take a bit of proactive action, prepare yourself like Spider does, and then let me know when you get what you want and the magnetism works. Now before working with Onyx, or if you've been using it for protection and it seems to be a bit overloaded, you're going to want to cleanse it. The best way I like to cleanse Onyx is earth. It's the element that tends to work with Onyx's energy the best. Now animal guides, spider, as I already mentioned before, is a really nice animal to close your eyes, meditate and try and converse. Have a conversation, either telepathically or out loud, with spider. It doesn't have to be a particular spider in your garden, just the spirit, I guess the spiritual essence of spider as well. Now when it comes to working with plant energies in Onyx, I like to use ivy. Ivy is renowned for being a strongly protective plant. So what you can do if you need a bit of extra protection around your home, plant or have a small ivy plant around the front door and place some Onyx in there, charged with the intention to keep you safe from all those yin energies, those unknown energies that you fear may actually be of a threat to you. If you want to work with planetary energies, then Pluto is a really good one for Onyx, and the power day, the most powerful day I find to work with Onyx, is on a Saturday. So if you can, do all your workings with Onyx on that day. The energies are most harmonic then. So good old black Onyx, it's been around for a long time, and it's one that you should definitely have in your toolkit. It can help you to stay safe, it can draw to you what you need, and it has so many different lessons when you meditate with it. It'll be interesting to see what you get with it, and I'd love to hear more about that in the comment section below of this YouTube video. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.